guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me as always. So guys, I'm really sorry, so sorry that I didn't post a video up a couple of weeks ago. It's just been manic, it really has. So obviously, as you guys know, I had Bell's palsy a few weeks ago, and luckily all of the symptoms have now gone, which is nice. But since then we decided that we needed to sort this house out. Now we've got quite a small house, it's a 2 up 2 down, and we don't have a lot of storage, which is, you know, it's a fucking nightmare to be quite honest, because everything is out, everything is in your eye line and it's just clutter. I think I told you about this in one of my last videos, that we went out for dinner and we were talking about what we could do and what our options were. And so we decided finally that we were going to go to IKEA, we were going to get a load of furniture. We were on a budget, so we needed to kind of be sensible about it. So we took a trip to IKEA. We didn't plan to buy anything, although, you know, it's IKEA. I don't think I've ever been in there without buying something. So, you know, it's like I have to go all the way to Milton Keynes to get it. And it's quite a drive. I mean, it's 45 minutes, so it's not round the corner. So it's like, we're going all that way, we might as well buy something. But this was the first time that we actually came out and we hadn't bought anything. So literally walk around, have a little nosy, sit on a few chairs, you know, have a little nosy in some cupboards and stuff like that. Off we went, and that was it. And I was like, wow, anticlimax. So after IKEA, we got home and we sat down and we went through the website and we actually we hearted everything and put into a wish list all of the things that we were going to buy for the house. So we got a new wardrobe, we got a new bed, as you can see, it's very pretty. We got 3 new units downstairs so that we can have a little display cabinet, so all of my Legos can go on display. And we also got a new desk for me as well, which is a little bit smaller than my old desk, so it gives us a little bit more breathing space around the area because it's quite small down there. But yeah, I'll chuck up some pictures and stuff so you can see the mess of my house. It's crazy. Yeah, it's not nice. It's chaotic. It is just chaotic. And before we started doing all of this, I mean, it felt like to me that I was just suffocating, and it was just, there was stuff everywhere. And now I've started working from home, I'm spending a lot more time at home, so I want it to be a nice environment. I want to enjoy being at home rather than feeling like I'm being suffocated with all the mess that's everywhere. So we've done the house, but obviously it's in the midst of, you know, we both work full time, and you know, we've got other things on our plates. We can't do it all just like that. We can't literally, we couldn't do this all in one day. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it, guys. Couldn't do it. Haven't got the mental capacity for it. Now I say this quite a lot because I get to a point and I can do so much, and then I'll get to a point where I just freeze and I then get really suffocated and overwhelmed and I can't focus and I can't sort of pull myself into a task, so I end up just wanting to hide under the covers and not talk to anybody and not be around anyone. So I'm not a pleasure to be around when that happens, let's be honest. So that's kind of where I was at, guys. That's basically the reason why I didn't make a video last time, because it was just too much, you know. I'm sort of like, I mean, funny story, when I actually purchased all of the furniture, my other half had gone to work, so I was at home and we had already been through everything and we knew what we were sort of buying, but we needed to find out, I think, if he could get a day off work or something so that he was going to be here for when we ordered it. So I needed to hold fire until he got back to me to let me know whether he'd got these days off or not. So when I got that message and he said, yeah, you know, it's good, I've got the day off, you can buy all of the stuff, right? So I'm sitting with the computer on my lap downstairs on the sofa, and I was like, yeah, is this all right? And I sat for literally, oh mate, it was probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours, staring at this computer screen, going over and over and over and over the basket just to make sure that all of the details were correct, because there were specific measurements that we needed to get, and some of them were smaller than others, and we needed to, you know, work out that it was the right ones. We'd already sat down and we'd already gone through, made sure everything was correct, but I still had to sit there for my brain to process that all this money was going to come out of my account. I just basically had to make sure that it was all right, but I had to make sure about fucking 30-40 times before I could hit the pay now button and actually hand over my details. I was like, why can't I do this? But it's because it was a lot of money and I'm not used to that kind of money coming out of my account. So it was like the first big purchase that I've made with somebody else as well. Like it's you know, it's scary. But it was a good scary. So I was quite happy to sit there for 2 hours and like mull it over just to make sure, you know, everything is right on that page. I was more than happy that we were going to pay it. I just needed to make sure I was doing the right thing. So it took me 2 hours to do that. Yeah. And I believe that was when I was actually supposed to be recording a video to be posted out. So yeah, I was just really not in it. So essentially what I have learnt from this is that I get overwhelmed. Now I already knew this, I already knew that I got overwhelmed, but I always continue and carry on and keep pushing through that overwhelming feeling, and I found that that doesn't really help me, because it makes that overwhelming feeling happen for a lot longer. And it will just continue, and you won't necessarily see an end to it. So when I get like that, now I'm like, okay, I need to take a step back and just take a breather and recollect myself, because I've got my head over here, my head's over here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's all just a little too much for me. I just can't process what's actually happening, and when it actually comes to something and I need to really focus and really delve into something, my brain just switches off. That's the only way that I can describe it. My brain just switches off and I just go completely numb and I can't actually focus on anything. And it's like it takes everything I've got just to get up, make myself a cup of tea and try and make myself feel better. It's like so horrible, because I just, a lot of the time when I feel like that, I just can't do anything. And it's like, it's such a chore just to get up and brush my teeth. Like it's a really horrible feeling. So I did get like that. Because I'm still processing everything that's happened over the last year with, you know, with my health and, you know, everything that happened with the Bell's palsy. Like I'm seriously processing still. And now I'm adding in more change, which is, you know, the furniture and, you know, the rearranging of the house and like sorting out all of our stuff and having to get rid of stuff, guys, as well. Like when I'm in a ruthless mood and I'm like ready to sort stuff out and get rid of stuff that we don't need anymore, I'm great. I can, you know, smash it out and get rid of stuff. But if I'm not, and I'm on the flip side and I'm in this overwhelmed feeling, I'm just like, okay, well, I started the task, but then I end up not finishing it because it's, you know, it's just not in me. I can't do it. I just can't physically get myself off the sofa to be able to do anything. So it's a really strange one, but it's, yeah, it's kind of is what it is. And I, you know, like I say, I'm really sorry that I didn't get a video up 2 weeks ago, but you guys, there's been a lot. There's been so much going on. So future Jaimie here. So I have some extra news that I need to share with you guys, but I unfortunately can't share it with you right now. So hold tight, make sure you subscribe, and I will share with you as soon as I possibly can, I promise. And I just want to like reassure you that it's okay to take a step back, and it's okay just to go, I can't do this right now. I don't understand when somebody is like pushing and they're going too hard into something, and then they sell themselves short and they make themselves overwhelmed and tired, exhausted, and just emotionally depleted. When they're making themselves like that and then they carry on, they're only making themselves worse. If they take a step back and take a breather and just go, do you know what, I can't do this right now. I can't do it. I haven't got the, you know, the energy or, you know, just the mental capacity for it. Like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. We're allowed to say that. We're allowed to say that we can't do something because we just haven't got it in us right now. You know, ask me tomorrow when I've had a good night's sleep and I've had a good meal in me, and, you know, it might be a different story. But it's okay. Our minds are like, they're babies themselves. They have no idea what's going on outside in the universe here, because we live a modern life which is not like the cavemen used to live. So we're in fight or flight mode all the time because our surroundings aren't natural. That's basically how I see it. Like, everything that's around us is not really natural unless you've got like houseplants like I do, which are like half dead. But still, do you know what I mean? Like, everything around us is fictitious almost. It's all possessions, it's all things. It's not having your feet in the grass outside. It's not, you know, swimming in the sea. It's not being in nature. So our minds aren't used to that. We're not designed to be like this. We're not. So our minds are on overdrive, and when things change and things like that happen, fight or flight mode kicks in, and that's basically what's happened with me over the course of the last, well, four weeks. And I've just keeping going, taking breaks where I need to, and I'm listening to my body. I'm listening to when I can do stuff and when I need to take a break. And, you know, when I'm getting frustrated about certain things, I will take a step back, take a breather, recalibrate, and sort of bring myself back into the situation, screw my head back on, and then I can go back into it with a fresh, open mind. But getting into it and getting into it and getting into it, you're getting so much further into that hole that you're digging yourself further in. You're just like surrounding yourself with the mud, you know, and it's just gonna bring you down. It's just gonna bring you down. So guys, that's why I didn't make another video, because I didn't have it in me. If I'm quite honest, I didn't have it in me. But guys, sometimes we just have to slow down and recalibrate ourselves so that we can push forward and make things better. So for me, that's what the last few weeks was, because of everything that's happening within the house. You know, I live here. This is where I am basically all the time. So if I'm here, then it's, you know, there's boxes everywhere. Guys, you saw, like, there's so much here, and it's a lot of it hasn't got homes yet, or some of it we need to sell, or, you know, some of it we just haven't got boxes yet, so we need to get the boxes and then we can start filling up the cabinet downstairs. But it's just chaos. It's just chaos, and there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on, guys. There's just a lot going on. But I'm here, and I will stay here for as long as I can. And, you know, if I do need to have a break, guys, unfortunately I am a very spontaneous person, and I have to be caught right at the right time to be able to feel confident enough to do, you know, the video, just put the video together. And, you know, I have to be in the right frame of mind as well. So as long as I stay positive, and as long as I keep a smile on my face and keep plodding forward and taking my breaks when I need to, then I will be here for the foreseeable. But the moral of that, guys, is that really you just need to know when to stop. When you're taking things on and you are getting to the point where you're just, you know, you have to center yourself a lot more, or you have to, you know, just like, get some frustration out a lot more. If you get to that point, you are taking on too much. I can tell you now, you are taking on too much. Now, reevaluate what you've got around you, what your responsibilities are, what responsibilities you don't have to do, you know? Because ultimately, if you don't look after yourself, nobody else is gonna. Right? That's me. Nobody else is looking after me. I have to look after myself. So I am putting myself first. And that's what I can tell you guys to do right now. You can put yourself first. Put yourself at the top of your pyramid. And then everyone else can go underneath, right? But they are still in your pyramid. That's your life. That pyramid is your life. But as long as you are at the top of that pyramid and you put yourself there, and make sure that you keep yourself there, then there's no reason why you can't have the life that you want to live. So, you know, go get it. Put yourself there. Do it. Guys, there is one other thing that I wanted to say. Now, guys, there is a favour I'd like to ask you. Now, guys, I just wanted to let you know. So my future videos, guys, I've had time to think about this, albeit I haven't had time to actually pull myself into recording a video. I've had time to think about what I actually want to do and what I want to achieve from this channel. And my idea is simple. I just want to help people, make them feel like they've got somebody that relates to them and their situations. So I would love it if you guys would comment on my videos, if you could send me questions and send me your situations. If you've got a situation you're really struggling with and you don't know how to proceed, let me know. Send me a message. I'm also going to put on Instagram, I'll probably put it on my stories so that you can comment in there. But I'm going to do a question and answer video in the future so that we can get to know each other and we can, you know, help each other solve each other's problems, to basically come together and just help each other's like dilemmas and problems and stuff, and we can help each other out and help each other see different perspectives. So I'm going to put these in my Instagram stories, so make sure that you head to my Instagram account and make sure that you're following if you're not already. And yeah, just put your comments in there and your questions, your dilemmas, your problems, you know, your situations, anything that you feel you need a different perspective on, and I will help you to resolve it, or I'll just give you my opinion. I'll just be honest. But yeah, guys, let me know, and yeah, I'll put you a video together. It'll be great. The other thing I was planning to do, now I don't know how I'm gonna sort of put this together, but you know, this is kind of like what I've been thinking of, and I hope that you guys will jump on board. I just want to interview people. And I want to help you guys share your stories so that you can show other people that this is normal, this is what people have to deal with, this is, you know, me, this is my story. So if you want to share your stories and you want to just put a bit of awareness out there of any mental health conditions that you have dealt with, either firsthand with yourself or if it's with somebody else that you know close to you, obviously we will make sure that permissions are granted. And any of this, guys, you can be anonymous as well. Like if you want the interview and you want me to do an interview with you and you don't want to be on camera, it's not a problem at all. It's not a problem. We'll just do it and then I can tell the story if you still want to share your stories. So yeah, guys, I mean, if you want to be on the channel, please join me. It'll be great. Like I say, I don't know how I'm going to sort it out. I've never done this before, so it will be a new venture, but I'm sure that we can work something out. And yeah, we'll just, yeah, see what happens. But guys, if you do want to get involved, if you want to be on my channel, if you want to, you know, just ask me a question, please get in touch and I will be more than happy to help. More than happy. This channel is for you guys, so that's why I'm doing this, and that's why I want to extend my hand to you and hope that you grab on and, you know, shout about your stories. Tell everybody about the battles that you've been through. The more we shout about it, the more other people will. Then it will become the norm for people to talk about their battles and things that are going on in their head, because the more we do it, the more people are going to be happy to talk about it and are going to see us as advocates for them. So it will make them feel like they have the power to talk about their problems. So guys, jump on it, please. But I really, really, really want to show people that you can still be amazing, you can still be incredible with mental health issues, and you can still show people what you're worth, you know? We aren't just human, we are individuals, we are who we are, and I want to celebrate that. So I want us to come together, battle together, and fight that stigma. So guys, yeah, join me, please. Join me, please. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I do hope you found this useful. I know it was more of an update than it was anything else, but you know, I just want you to remember that you need to put yourself first and you need to stop when you need to stop. So watch yourselves, make sure that you listen to your bodies, and I will see you real freaking soon. I promise. Take care. Bye bye. But yeah, I mean, that's that. My Facebook and everything, links are below.